so good. Hello beautiful book dragons, I am Aline, welcome to my channel. I decided to make things a little bit more personal and put finally my name out there. I started a new kind of Instagram that is like a personal thing. If you want to go and follow me there, you can. I want actually to make friends, but I want to have like more people to buddy read with, to talk with, like I want friends, actual friends. So hi, I am Aline. Welcome to Pick Me Puffreads, my YouTube channel where I just talk about books and books and books. My dog is making noises as always. Today I want to talk about some of my favorite authors. I was making a list of like my top all-time favorite authors, and I feel like we all have those people that we know that we always enjoy, always want to go back into their worlds, or maybe just experience a little bit more of their writing. And for me, it took me a little while to like put down, because I have some authors that I've read like one or two of their books, but I don't feel like I can put them as my favorite because I have not read enough of their work to like put them there, you know. But some that I've been obsessed with lately, like obsessed, and I've been like trying to find every single book out there from there and make a list, make a wish list, like get all of their books, etc, etc. Number one, you probably already know this, Stephen King. I love him. He's the one that I've been reading since I was like 9 years old. I picked up The Shining because my big sister thought it would be a great idea to give me The Shining at that age. Since then, I've been loving Stephen King. I love the writing style. I love the way that he describes things. I love how the characters are so well thought out, so round. And I love the interactions that we get in his books, but also I feel like the most terrifying part of them is not really the ghost or the supernatural. What up? You cannot have coffee, dude. We talked about this. But I feel like the most terrifying part comes when someone, a real human someone, does something crazy, and that's like really terrifying. You cannot have coffee. Number two, if you've been here, you also know about this one, Oscar Wilde. I love him. He's like Gilderoy Lockhart in the fact that he's extremely extravagant, the way that he dresses and all of that, but with a brain. So he actually thinks, and he actually has a moral compass. I love his writing. I love the way that he just brings these really stupid characters to convey humor, and to burn society, and to just like criticize ridiculous things that are happening around him. I love him so much. I love the writing style. I love him as a person as well as Stephen King. Like, if you are one of my top favorite authors, you also have to be a good human being. So that's why I did mention Gilderoy Lockhart, and I love Harry Potter. But I'm not going to put the author as one of my favorites, because like I said, I want people that I actually have the same views as, and people that I feel close to me in a way, not just because of their characters, but because of their points of view. What's your favorite author? Who's your favorite author, dude? His favorite author actually is Arthur Conan Doyle, because his name is Sherlock. I named him Sherlock because of the books. So of course, is he your favorite author? Everyone's making noises right now. Number three is J.R.R. Tolkien. I love Tolkien's books. I always come back to reading The Lord of the Rings, and Hobbit is just like one of those comfort books that if I just don't want like to deal with the world, if I just really need something to ground me and to make me feel happy, The Hobbit. I just go back, I reread The Hobbit, I watch the movies, as well as The Lord of the Rings, some of my absolute favorite movies. Just like the scenery, it's not just in the movies, but like when you read the books and you see the descriptions. Like the first time that I read it, I was like 14, 15, and they meet the elves. I read when they first read about the elves and they meet them, and I was just so struck by that. Like, I just imagining this fantastic place when they create their homes around the trees without disturbing them. It feels like that's the way we should actually be using the resources here on Earth. Like, they're so gentle, so perfect, so beautiful. Like, I just love them. I had a huge crush on all of the elves. I wanted to be an elf. I actually made my big sister go and buy me ears. I have elf ears. You You cannot tell anyone, guys. This is a secret. This is one of those embarrassing things. But yes, I love Tolkien. I love the writing. I love the characters. He created a whole language for this. He created a whole world for this that is just so magnificent and big and beautiful. My dog is driving me crazy. Hey! Those would be my top 3, like my all-time favorite. I will always be rereading, reloving. I have a lot of Tolkien still to read. There's a lot of stuff. I've only read The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. I definitely want to go into the world more and just like dive in, as well as with Stephen King. Like I'm reading The Dark Tower, which is going to bring me into the multiverse, which I'm so excited about. And then Oscar Wilde. I am pretty much done with all of his work, which makes me really sad and nostalgic because we are not getting more of him. Like, that's like the worst thing, where your favorite author is not writing anymore, it's not alive anymore, even worse. So yeah, I am really interested though. What are your top 3 favorite authors? If you have to like say 5 or 6, it's okay, but I would like to know your top 3, so please let me know down below. I would love to know that. And why do you relate to them so much? So I would love to know that. And as always, I will see you, my beautiful book dragons, in my next video. Bye. The highway, 'cause you found it the highway.
Remember when you saw me in the club?